Hey guys, Steve Blankard here. Hey, I've got my FAL 1867 Navy carbine apart, and I wanted to clean everything. But one thing I found that I like to do on these old military ones is I change the trigger spring for ones that I want to shoot at the range. I would do this for hunting or for other use, but for range use, I like to put a different trigger spring in. So I was going to show you what I made here. Um, and basically, what I do is very simple. I make one out of an old hacksaw blade. These have just the right temper, and they work really well. I've done it in a couple of my military rolling blocks. So here's the original trigger spring that comes off the trigger plate here, right here. So the trigger spring is, as you can see, is pretty thick, pretty heavy. So what I do is I cut one. I use this as a template, and I cut a piece out of the hacksaw blade. I drill a new hole, and that's a number 29 hole. And as you can see, basically it's the same shape. I clean up, take a stone, do all the edges, and then I polish it really well, so it all so it fits together really nicely, nice and smooth. And this makes a significant improvement in the trigger pull. It probably drops it from 18 to 20 pounds down to 5 pounds or a little less maybe. So again, only for range use, and when you're careful, but it does work pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this right now, and then I'll come back once I get it assembled back into the trigger plate. Okay, so I'm back. I've got the new trigger spring assembled into the trigger plate here. You can see it just one screw holds it in. It's really quite simple. And you can see it works smoothly, but it snaps back positively. I mean, the trigger's just loose right now, but as you can see, it snaps it back, so it's good and sound, and works quite well. So now I'm going to go ahead and reassemble the rifle, and then I'll get back to you as soon as we have it all assembled. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I've got the carbine reassembled with the Lightened trigger spring. So I'll just show you here. You can watch the trigger. Half cock notch, jumps into place, nice and solid. Come back to full cock right there. And the trigger pull is significantly lighter now. Locks in place. It works just fine. So I will take it back to the range this week and go ahead and test fire it some more. But this just helps a whole lot with the trigger pull. If you're trying to do some target shooting, that 20-pound trigger pull is pretty tough to keep that front sight still. So this helps a lot. So anyway, I'm not recommending anybody do that. The usual disclaimers here, but just wanted to show you what I do. Thanks for watching.